How about now? Am I still breaking up? Or does it sound good? Hopefully it sounds good. Good? Alright. Yeah, it must be StreamYards then. Alright. Let me shut down the other stream. Give me 1 second. Uh, Alright. Let me put this one on private. Alright. We good. Yes, you were in a different stream. Now you're in this stream. Now, they were saying that my audio was bad. So I think it was actually StreamYards. So let's start again. Oh, I forgot to do my poll. Hold on. Oh, I should have grabbed it from the other one. Much better? Yeah, it's got to be StreamYards then. All right. Let me do my poll. All right. So I do apologize. I haven't been around the last couple of days. I've been painting like a mofo. I've been painting my friend's house, and I have like one bathroom left, and it's like the size of my house. Her bathroom is huge. And yesterday I was there for like 14 hours. Day before that I was there for like 12 hours. So I've been painting away. And I got to work later, and then I got to paint afterwards. But here's what I was thinking for members. And a lot of members don't talk in member Discord. I don't know why. I knew why they didn't talk a while ago, but I don't know why they're not talking now. I know I have a lot of horror freaks, so I was thinking as a perk to members, I actually got a really good copy of The Conjuring, the new one. So I'm thinking about running that in Discord. What do you guys think? It's a really good copy. New Conjuring movie, Last Rites, in member Discord. What do you guys think? Give me some feedback. Michael Portney, Laura, I'm a big time listener. Enjoy your lives. Thing I gotta say is Britney is Natasha Cooper 2.0, a younger version. Natasha taught her well. I don't disagree with that. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm so sick and tired of everybody lying to their fucking subscribers. That goes across the board, from Queen Bee to fucking Britney. Enough is enough. Stop lying to your fucking subs. Without your subs, you wouldn't be here. Without your subs, you wouldn't have a fucking place. Now, okay, someone could say, oh, Laura, you're being a hypocrite. You lied to your subs. No, I didn't lie to my subs per se. I lied to everybody, but I owned it. But you don't see me doing it on a daily fucking basis. And, yes, I kind of didn't have a choice. What the fuck was I going to do? And I know that maybe that sounds hypocritical or that sounds wrong, but it was one lie that obviously you couldn't tell the truth, obviously, at the time. But I'm talking little lies. I'm talking lies just for personal gain. Like when I lied, it wasn't for personal gain. Like I didn't do it to make money. I didn't do it for sympathy or anything like that. These bitches lie out their fucking ass just for sympathy and money. And it's disgusting. absolutely fucking disgusting. Thank you, Denise. Welcome, Michael, Solo Rider, Marlena, Catch Me If You Can, Amber M, Pearl in the House, Luminous, Forever Army, SoFlo, Delta. Thank you so much, Denise. Now, Denise, you gotta be a member. I think it's so cute when people buy memberships and they're not members. Ugh. All right, we gotta wait for this. It's gonna do it 10 times. But thank you so much, Denise. Thank you, Bad Wolf. Muscles and Mascara. Andy. Bloma. Shana. Amanda Sue back in the house. Pink Nasty. Smiles. DNAP. Anna. Twizzled. Thank you. Guys, you guys are the best. Starting off right. Michael, I'm going to get into that. It is. And I'm going to tell you the one thing that pissed me off that she said yesterday. I was so fucking mad at her. And it just made me... And I'm not mad at her like I hate her or anything. But I am so sick and tired of hearing so many people stick up for her. And then she's lying to them. Thank you, Bad Wolf. Bad Wolf drops another 10. We got Rach, Trouble, Randa, Jamie, Jiggy. Jiggy will be so happy. TBD, Jeff back in the house. Shutty Pie, Kelly the Real Go Lightly, who hates me. Ninth Live, and April T. You guys are making a membership rain. Now we're gonna hear this ding for a while. Maybe Bad Wolf's trying to get me to shut up. So if I'm quiet, then you're going to hear that ding. But I'm going to get into everything. Everything that I've wanted to say for the last 2 days that I haven't been able to say. But I've been dying to. Where do I begin? I thank you, True Texan. Wow, only 60 people in here. We got 30 new members and $1 super chat. Woo woo! I see you trying to derail the live. All right. I want to give a shout out first. I have a couple of shout outs. One is to Moon. Moon, you were so fucking on point yesterday. You got me through painting. I was like, oh my God, Moon, I love you. Even though she totally ignores me anytime I'm in chat. Like, literally ignores me. I'll say hi or I'll say something. She'll say nothing. I'm like, damn, Moon. So I'm going to give a shout out to her. Also, Sinner, I'm going to give you a little shout out because I thought that was very nice of you to say, Laura had an exclusive with Ellie, and I couldn't believe she didn't make any super chats, and you guys were all giving super chats to other people. I thought that was pretty cool. So thank you for that, Sinner. And then he followed up with something negative, which I don't know why he always does that. It's like he'll say something positive about me, and then he'll say something negative. But for the first half of that, thank you very much. And members, even new members, let me know if you guys want to watch the movie. I know Sweet Misery does, but for anyone else, let me know. And we'll figure out when we can run it. Oh, I know you've been giving him shout outs, Bad Wolf. Yeah, he did, Sly Angel. I thought that was very nice of him because I didn't expect it when I was listening to him. I really didn't. But the fact that he did that, I thought that was really nice. It would have been better if he didn't follow it up with something negative, but hey, it is what it is. But Moon, you were fucking on fire yesterday. I was putting a link out there. I'm like, guys, Moon is on fire. All right. So we all know what happened with the whole Craig thing. All right, I'll do small talk until the members ding is gone. It should be ending soon. Hit that thumbs up. We only have 19 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. So I watched the whole Craig with the gun and all that stuff. I have very mixed feelings on it. Because was it a really fucking dumb thing for him to do? Oh, hell yeah. Was it a threat? I don't believe so. But even worse than that is all of these fake ass fucking people, like Granny crying last night. I feel so bad for her. And Granny, shut the fuck up. You sound like an idiot. Not a half hour before that, she's like, I'm going to take everything from her and we're going to countersue. Again, Granny, for the 19th fucking time. Your lawsuit is over. You cannot countersue. It's impossible. There are certain things called the law. And when you have time that you can countersuit, you can't countersuit after your lawsuit has already been finalized. You would have had to do that a long time ago. So either learn the law and just say, I'm going to file a lawsuit, but please stop saying you're going to countersuit because you can't. It's by law physically impossible. So please shut the fuck up with your, we're going to countersuit. No. If you want to file a lawsuit, that's one thing. But it would be kind of dumb of you to file a lawsuit when you haven't even gotten paid from the original one. Thank you, Box. When you haven't even gotten paid from the original one. I mean, I would imagine you want to get paid from that one first. Just saying. So please stop with the, we're going to counter. No, you're not. You can't by law. So sit the fuck down with that bullshit. Take that and your crying nonsense elsewhere. So, all right, let me also put a disclaimer on this live. My disclaimer is, I don't hate anybody. I don't dislike the people I'm talking about. I still watch some of them. I am not, I don't want anyone to mistake anything I'm saying, like, oh my God, I'm so against them. But I feel like in this community, everybody's on sides. You're either on, I'll say, Queen Bee and Clue side. You're on Jones's side. Well, I'm not on any fucking side, and I'm calling them all out. So please understand that if you're for Britney, for Queen Bee, for Clue, none of that matters. Because I'm not, quote unquote, on anybody's side because I think they all are fucking lying, grifting, like all of them. So that's why I'm just calling it all out across the board. So I don't believe that Craig was a threat at all. I don't. I think he was just letting people know, come by my house and this is what's going to happen. You have someone, and I think the disconnect in all of this, and I mean this honestly, I truly believe the disconnect in all of this is that they are dog whistling for people to go by Britney's house, for people to call CPS, for people to constantly harass them and kind of do their dirty work. That's what they're dog whistling. Do I think that Clue is the one that's calling CPS? No, I really don't. Do I think that Clue is the one calling police? No, I really don't. Honestly, I don't think she's doing any of that. Do I think she's dog whistling it? Without a fucking doubt. But she has no control over other grown women. But when you go after somebody over and over and over and over and over, Well, your subs, as you can see, want to be your number one. Do I think she has knowledge of it? I don't know. Do I think that she is one of them that does want to keep her hands clean? I kind of do. But does she incite it? Oh, abso-fucking-lutely she does. She dog whistles. And if you don't know what dog whistling is, it's suggesting something without actually doing it.
Hey, Mom.
And where you going?
She's leaving.
Bye, hon. Have fun. But do I think that she's dog whistling for it? Yeah, I do. And she doesn't seem to care. I know women that have Craigs in their life. It's not good. But do I think that anybody is truly worried about Britney and her well-being? Absolutely not. These people don't care about Britney. But the reason why I'm going to back up why I believe that Clue is not calling anybody herself. Clue is making way too much money to lose Britney. And someone said yesterday, I think it was Shady, said that Clue made 10 grand last month. Now, Clue didn't deny it, but she should have, because she didn't make 10 grand last month. She made about 17 grand last month between memberships and super chats and ad revenue. She probably made 17 to 20 if she made 10 in super chat. But she didn't deny it. She just said, yeah, I'm making money. But I thought it was funny when she didn't say it. Oh, yeah, she made lots of money. I don't think her subs realize what she's making, and that's okay. I mean, like I said, she didn't deny it in the sense like, oh, it's like not like Queen Bee. I'm fucking broke and blah, blah, blah. She didn't do any of that. She said it, and then she just kind of shut up after it. Yeah, that doesn't include Cash Apps, Venmo, none of that. But with the numbers she's getting on videos, she's probably making an easy 5 grand in ad revenue. Just because she goes live every day, she's making, about 8,000 per video. She's making very good money right now. And I say right now because it probably won't last. I mean, it's not going to last forever. But she's enjoying it right now. She doesn't want to give up Britney. She doesn't want this to end because she won't make the money she's making. She only started making this money because of Britney. So until they find a new person to go after, because if you look at Queen Bee, she went from Dolly to Betty to Britney. She's going to need someone else. So I think Britney will be history once they find someone else. But like I was saying, so that's why I don't believe that Clue is calling CPS or doing anything to fuck up her money line. Because Clue's not stupid. She knows that, exactly, she can't afford to lose Britney. She knows that once Britney is gone, her numbers are going to go back to the way they were. That's why they're all kind of setting themselves up, per se. So when I was listening to her yesterday, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I don't think she's the one calling. I just don't. Shut up, Bad Wolf. So I really do think she's not lying about that. She's lying about other things, but not about that. It's the only reason I could think of why she's begging Britney for a lawsuit so bad is A, money, B, because she wants to keep this going even longer. If there's a lawsuit going, then you know what? she holds on to Britney that much longer, and then she can make more money off Britney that much longer. So that's what I think her story is. I'll get to Granny in a minute. But I hear people talking like, why did they keep going after Britney, and why Britney this and why Britney that? And it all comes back to one thing: fucking money. Money and numbers. That's it. That's all it is. It's that simplified. Because Britney gives them a reason to keep going after her. Because she counteracts with them. Clue said something yesterday that has been stuck with me for a while. I have been saying this too. Britney called for a truce yesterday. I don't get that. You just hired an attorney, paid thousands of dollars. Why would you want this to stop now? Wouldn't you want this to start now? Why would you waste all these people money to do a lawsuit if they just said stop? The only thing I could think of, and I thought of this too last night, the only reason I can think of is that if you're going to file a lawsuit, the first thing you do is publicly ask people to stop, which is true. So I thought to myself, maybe that's what she's doing. But then on the flip side, if that's what she's doing, that's a smart move, but she wouldn't be able to interact with them at all. And I don't think a lawyer who's a quote unquote flat fee for 10 grand is going to get into a complete lawsuit. Not for 10 grand. Not multiple people in multiple states. So I'm like, I'm glad that she's keeping her hands close, but is she? And at the same time, a lot of people think like Bad Wolf does. Why would she keep coming on YouTube? Because this is her money. This is her bread and butter. Now, the mistake she made was saying she was on Medicaid. Well, someone's going to call and show them what you make, and you can say goodbye to Medicaid. Why she told anybody she's on state help, I have no idea. But she did. And that was a stupid move of her. And then she was saying, somebody's calling Medicaid office. Well, why'd you tell anybody you were on Medicaid? I don't know why she did that. It was a stupid move. It's probably the reason her and Craig don't get married. But I make a decent amount and I get Medicaid, just pay away low cost. Well, I guess it depends on the state. Because like here in Florida, even if you make money, if you make any amount of money, you're not getting Medicaid. You're not getting benefits. So it's definitely state specific. Especially in Florida. Florida is like, oh, you have a job? Well, you get nothing. So Craig does this threat protecting his family, allegedly. CPS is called. Like, duh, of course CPS is going to be called. And now you have all of these money-hungry assholes running around town saying, Britney deserves better. And that's what I'm saying, Miss Leah. Britney deserves better and Craig is going to be the downfall of her and blah, 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 blah. Is it any of your fucking business? No. If, and I'm going to put a big if on there, all right? Because I don't believe it is. But if Craig was beating the shit out of Britney nightly, all right? I'm not going to say he is. I'm not going to say he's not. I'm going to hope he's not. But if he was, do you not think that Britney... Wait, let me rephrase that. If Craig was beating the shit out of Britney every night, would you really fucking give a shit? No, you wouldn't. And if you do care, then you wouldn't talk about her as much as you do. And you wouldn't go after her as much as you do. Craig could be the nicest guy in the world and change his ways and be a wonderful person who just maybe drinks too much. I don't know. And now everyone's like, oh my God, Craig is going to be the downfall of her. No, guys, what's going to be the downfall of Britney is you guys. People that come at her on a day in and day out basis. People that attack every aspect of her life. People that talk about her kids. People that just constantly go after her. That's going to be the downfall of Britney. You know, putting threats into the universe, talking about her kids, everything. That's going to be the death of Britney. Not Craig. They have been together for 14 years. I heard something else yesterday. On Clues, people talking about Britney not going in to see the father-in-law. Now, I am putting this out there as a total hypothetical. Please do not look into this like, oh my God, Laura said this happened. Again, disclaimer, total hypothetical situation. Because I watch a lot of movies and this shit goes on. How do you people know, and I'm saying Clues people, how do you people know that Craig's father is not a drunk and hit Britney or hit one of the kids or did something to Britney or one of the kids, and that's why Britney stayed as far away from that man as possible? You don't. So don't assume that it's all of a sudden Britney's fault that the father hated him and blah, blah, blah. Because there's a very good chance, like father, like son, and there's a very good chance that maybe he did something to Britney or one of the kids, and that's why Britney stays away from him. And it burned me that nobody thought of this. Nobody thought, hey, you know what? Maybe it's not Britney. Maybe it's the father-in-law. Before he died, may he rest in peace. We don't know what kind of person he was. Maybe he was the biggest fucking piece of shit ever. Maybe he attacked Britney. Maybe he fucking R-ed Britney. Who knows? Don't make assumptions about families that you have no fucking clue what went on. So that really pissed me off in Clues chat, because you just don't know. Now let's get on to Britney. Do I believe that Britney is asking for this? No. Hey, Stacy. Do I believe that Britney likes this? No. Do I believe that these people are asking for them to, that Britney's asking for them to do this? That's a big fuck no. But what I do see is Britney using all of this for her own personal gain. And that is where I get pissed. We're getting to that, Bad Wolf. That's where I get pissed off. Britney, it is a law in North Carolina for CPS to go to every single phone call made. That is a North Carolina law. I looked it up. At first, I thought it was a federal law, but it's a North Carolina law. North Carolina CPS must go to every call that is made. Small, I mean, it's going to be the difference between founded and unfounded, but they must go to every call. So the fact that Britney said yesterday, oh, there's been a bunch of calls, but they, pick and choose which ones they come out to. That's a lie. That's Britney trying to put it, in my opinion, based on the law. That's Britney putting it out there, poor me, poor me, poor me. And I see a lot of that. I see a lot of the poor me, help me. I am such a victim. No. Sorry, ma'am. You're not a victim anymore. You were a victim. You're a victim in certain aspects, but the minute you start lying for your own personal gain, that's where the victimhood kind of lies. But that's also where they jump in and say how you want it, you like it. No. Just stop lying. I don't think Britney, as well as Clue, as well as Granny, has ever gotten this much attention in their entire fucking life. And because of that, they're all using it for their own personal gain. If Britney really wanted this to stop, she would tell every single one of us to shut the fuck up. She would not allow anybody to talk about this. She would ask all her friends to stop making money on it. She would ask all her friends to stop talking about her and stop talking about the situation. But instead, she goes into people's chats that are talking about it. Well, at that point, you might as well jump up on panel. But people are talking about it, trying to defend her. And in the end, it kind of just gets all jumbled. Because at the end of the day, everyone's just picking who they don't like. And that's what they're going after. Like Moon can't stand Granny for personal reasons. So she's using the situation to go after Granny. Not in a bad way. QB, same thing. Clue, same thing. Jay, same thing. And it just seems to be a never-ending cycle. So Britney, if you want to be a victim, don't lie to your subs. Because again, you can't argue with a law. And it is North Carolina law, because I looked it up. So that's my opinion on that. And I know I'm going a little fast today because I got to go food shopping before I have to go babysit. But I was going through my comments before. And from my last video. And I saw Natalie from CA left a comment for Captain Napkin. And she brought up some really valid points. Points that I think need to be shown. And Natalie did it in such a phenomenal way. Hold on, let me pull it up. All right. All right, here's an example of what I'm talking about with the bullshit. Talk about using shit for sympathy. Granny's watching. I'm sorry for how the stream ended. I'm just drained. I feel like I'm watching a woman destroy herself while trying so hard to destroy me. She's convinced herself that I'm the reason her life is falling apart, when in reality, she's the one harming her own life. And her family's too. I've never wanted to ruin anyone. I haven't done the things she's accused me of. Yet she's made me her target, and in the process of trying to take me down, she's rapidly unraveling right in front of everyone. It's sad to watch how far someone's delusions and anger can spiral, especially when others feed it because it entertains them or their subs for their own grudges. I'm truly worried the only ending to this is a tragic one. And yes, I know I'm not to blame. That's her gaslight at work. Only she can fix her situation. 621 thumb ups fell for this bullshit. What in the fuck is wrong with you people? Granny is full of shit. Granny don't give a fuck about her well-being. Granny don't give a fuck about Britney. She cares about making money. And I just cannot believe how many people fell for this. 621 thumb ups over this bullshit. You've been through so much with her. You can still show a little compassion. That shows us the real you, Granny, and how awesome you are. Liverbird, Granny is laughing her ass off at you behind the scenes. Wake the fuck up, you dumb idiot. And I guarantee you it was Jay that said to her, now you got to turn it on. Now you got to be sympathetic. Now's the time to look like you're an angel. Because remember, she might take our channels. So you have to show how compassionate you are, how much you care. Granny, sit the fuck down with this bullshit. And here, other comments. Keep focus on yourself and your family. That's your priority. How dumb are these people? Granny doesn't give a fuck. She already said she was going to take Britney's house. Wake up, people. You're getting fucking snowballed. My God. I guess they're dumber than Granny is. I mean, total snowball. I don't even listen to Granny and I know this is total bullshit. I hear the pain in your voice. I hope she gets the help she needs. Should she move back in with her parents like you do, Granny? Sit the fuck down. And I feel like nobody's calling out this bullshit. Like, Granny, just stop. What a fucking joke. All right, let me get to where I was. Hold on. I gotta go into my video. Exactly. It's bullshit one more time. All right. There it is. Whoop. All right. Oh, wait. Oh. All right. So Captain Napkin. All right, let me show you guys. All right, so it's easy to follow along. All right, thank you, Bad Wolf. Yeah, I call total bullshit too. Just total bullshit. So, Granny, if that's the case, why are you talking about countersuing if you feel so bad for her? Kick her when she's down, why don't you? That's why I don't understand how these subs fall for such bullshit. Like, Granny, you just talked about suing her, taking her for everything she has. And now you're going to turn around and be like, uh-oh, I feel so bad for her. Like, guys, if you fall for that, you'll fall for anything. All right, so Captain says that is incorrect. If you go back to the DMs of ours that Joneson showed, the video was never going to be shown. All right, thank you, Rock Jim. She never had any intention of showing the video. I wanted her to dead the subject altogether and not address it all. What she's referring to is the infamous, child video. That's what she's referring to. So Natalie from CA, Cappy, you are intelligent and honest. I've seen you go against the grain on multiple topics over the past few years. And this is in no way about you, but you have to see all the ridiculousness of all of this and how many times Queen has lied. Can you admit that? Joneson actually didn't request some random fight that occurred between her kid and her friend's kid. You see what exactly the FOIA asked for, not to mention all the cards that would need to align with someone bringing up a video of Brit's kid. And Joneson recalling some dumb teen fight from a year prior, that would finally give Joneson an opportunity to FOIA QB. That's not even logical. Besides all that, the dates that Joneson requested were actually before that fight even took place. That shouldn't have been sent to Joneson had they only used the dates Joneson specifically requested. Now, we have a doxing video put out of someone driving by Britney's house. Queen lied and said it was on Twitter months ago. She went to Rumble specifically because she planned to dox. She knew exactly what she wanted to do. The date on the doxing video is last week. When asked where that video came from, Queen has no answer. At first, Queen tried to say she was showing that video after Craig said what he did, and we have someone that can be at your house in a matter of minutes. Then it was noted that the date was on the video and that it was light outside. Then Queen says that she showed it to show what could happen and to be careful. She's clearly lying. It would really be amazing if just one person from your side could just tell the truth. You're intelligent. I know you see it. I can't understand how so many people are okay with all of this and the changing stories. I have a feeling you might say, go tell this to QB. And I would, except she has me blocked on both of her channels and in StreamYard, even though I've tried to go up on panel once. So I can't speak to her. I'm asking you as her closest bestie. Because what the fuck is going on right now? So, Captain, Napkin, Natalie has some questions. And I can't disagree with any of them. I mean, besides the fact, they were in my video. But, yeah. And it goes even deeper than this. Last night, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm listening. And, of course, Just Ask Melissa was dropping 50 bombs and, like, big super chats, and Queen Bee acted like she was surprised. Oh my God, Melissa. Oh my, like, what? She does this all the time, Queen Bee. Why are you shocked now? So I almost think it was like a setup. Like, just the phoniness of the whole thing. And then she starts laughing. And I'm saying to myself, Melissa, she's laughing at you. She doesn't understand how people could be so fucking dumb and just keep giving her these huge donations when all she does is play all you for a fucking moron. That's why I think she was laughing at you. There was no reason to laugh with you because you weren't even on panel. She was laughing at you. That she can do no wrong. She lies out her ass to you guys. And you just keep giving her more. It's fucking comical. But the fake, oh my God, Melissa, thank you. It was so fake. It was so phony. And then her laughing just really made me see it two ways. One, her and Melissa worked this out ahead of time. Or two, she's truly fucking laughing at you. And you know what? I don't blame her because the rest of us are laughing at you too. So it's not shocking. But I did not understand why the fake thank yous. Like, hello? She drops this kind of money on you all the time, QB. I don't see what the big deal is. It's not like, Sly Angel coming in here and dropping 500 and then 3 packs of 50s. That would be like, what the fuck? You feeling okay? But Melissa does it all the time. So I didn't understand the outrage. I agree. I've been so embarrassed at times to talk to people that support and supported QB. It'll last as long as subs keep buying their bullshit. Yeah, it was the way she was laughing at her. It just really made me think, dude, she's laughing at you. She's stoned, but she's fucking laughing at you. Which brings me to my last and final point. Well, a couple things. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Can someone please tell me what the difference is from someone who's high on camera and someone who drinks on camera? What the fuck is the difference? Zero. Why does this community think it's perfectly okay to be stoned, but God forbid you drink? All hell breaks loose. Why is that? So I did look up a study. When I had a reboot, I lost it, but which is worse, booze or pot? A doctor weighs in. Worried about teen drinking and drug use kept a parent up at night. Marijuana becomes increasingly available and legal in some parts of the country. The question has taken on new urgency. Which is safer? The first answer always has to be neither. Carol wrote a provocative piece for the New York Times exploring what's known about the risks, blah, blah, blah. After going through the data and looking at what's more dangerous in almost every metric, you would pick pot. Pot really looks like it's safer than alcohol. So I guess if I had the choice, that would be the answer. Though many people associate drugs with crime, Carol notes that most of the criminal activity tied to marijuana has to do with illegal distribution, not violence committed by people who smoke it. On the other hand, the number of crimes that are committed that have some sort of alcohol component related are massive, hundreds of thousands a year, if not more. It's far worse than what's going on with pot. Violent assaults in particular are fueled by alcohol, lower in people that smoke marijuana. To publish some more kids, though. We always worry about pot as a gateway drug. 9% of people who experiment with pot become dependent or abuse it. All right, it's not the article I was looking for. Why is alcohol most socially accepted despite all the evidence? It's an accident of history. All right. I think this doctor's a pothead. Because at the end of the day, they're both fucking bad. And people could be potheads all day long. Smoke away. But you know what? Pot is a drug. Alcohol's a drug. And they're both fucking mind altering. Don't sit there and judge someone who's drinking while you're stoned. Don't judge someone driving drunk while you're driving high. Sorry, not sorry. If two people are sitting in their house, one is stoned, one is drinking alcohol. They're both alone. There is no fucking difference. I've heard QB go after Sinner for alcohol. I've heard all these people go after Craig for alcohol while they're all sitting in their fucking house high as a kite. Hard no. As an addict myself, I'm going to tell you, there is no fucking difference between alcohol and pot. I don't care about the legalities or anything like that. It's a mind-altering substance. Period. Period. So don't condemn one and not the other. Don't take advice about being a drunk from someone who's high all the time. None of these people can live life on life's terms without taking some mind-altering substance. So sit the fuck down. I don't get it. I don't get how these people can condemn someone else when they're sitting there high as a kite. And like QB said it last night, oh, I'm so stoned. Oh, that's classy. That's what people want to hear. Did I ever smoke pieces? I've done it a few times. Way back in, the early days. The early days of my life. I was always afraid of angel dust, though. I was afraid I was going to be that one person that, lost her shit on it and was going to jump off a building or be afraid I could fly. Some shit like that. But I was worried. I was like, no. So, I never got into it that much. You loved it? Nah. I was a speeder, though. I like speed. I don't want to be down. I don't want to take pills. I don't want to be stoned. I want to be up and doing things and, a speeder. And not sleep. I don't want to miss anything. Right, sweet misery? Like, who wants to sleep all day? Who wants to be like, bah? No. Oh, that's another thing. Britney on drugs. Britney not on drugs. I don't know. I know she's ruled out that she has any kind of narcolepsy because she's been fine during the day. But it's also not the end of the month. If you listen to Clue and all them, they always say that after payday, at the end of the month, is when she is the worst. Well, she's proving that to be true. So we'll see what happens at the end of the month. But she's been fine, so it's not narcolepsy. She doesn't have a medical issue. You lived a bit. See, I never got into pills. I hated pills. Pills are gross. Bleh. Never that feeling of being down or feeling nauseous. What?
Try this.
What is it?
It's homemade banana bread Marine made.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Yummy.
She made it for me after the game last night.
Don't eat it all. It's heavy.
I know, I'm not. I've only had a half a piece.
Mmm.
It is good.
This shit's fucking fire. That's good.
She made it yesterday before the game. And then she was like, because she brought me home, she was like, I have a surprise in my car. And I was like, what is it? She was like, you'll see. And then she was like, here you go. And the thing,
This is better than Dad used to make. Now it's raining out. Damn, his girlfriend makes some good banana bread. It's just like a rock. It's heavy.
No, she's like really good at cooking.
3 years sober. Good for you, sweet misery. Meth is an ugly drug. One I'm glad I never really got into. Man, I wish I could give you guys a piece. Oh! I forgot to tell you. Sage had a wedding dress fitting today. She looks so beautiful. I wish I could show you guys, but I can't. But she looks beautiful. But yeah, meth is one ugly ass drug. It was exciting. Should have been a tailor in life. I can't believe how fucking expensive tailoring is. What? So, my final thoughts before I go food shopping. Is this community ever going to fucking make it back to where it was? I'll send you a picture, Bedwolf. Or are we just totally fucking doomed? I feel like this community is doomed. It's crazy. Oh, I can't? I can't show him? Okay. I can't show you, Bedwolf. Angel's yelling at me. It is done. It's ridiculous. Denise, did you even know she was getting married? She got married in November. She makes such a beautiful bride. We are doomed. I'm telling you, we're fucking doomed. This community has gone to shit. Total shit. Pipe down, mister. I just hate how it's gotten the way it is. I don't know what anyone can do to change it. And I guess it's up to the subs. I don't know why the subs are allowing all of this bullshit. These people can't be this stupid. I mean, literally, I was listening to Moon yesterday, and you hear Granny crying. Literally fucking crying about Britney. The biggest bunch of shit I've ever heard. You want about what? I don't get how her subs fall for it. I mean, does anybody think she's truly being sincere? Do subs not see the fucking game she's playing? And then on the flip side, it's one thing to talk about things like, I just air out how I feel. I don't think my voice is going to change anything. No, but even if all the great points I make, it's not fucking making a difference. But then you have people that think that if they yell loud enough, they're going to make a difference. Nobody's changing Clue's mind. Clue makes plenty of fucking money doing this. She's not fucking changing. Joneson isn't changing Clue's mind. Nobody is changing Clue's mind. But you have one thing to have an opinion, and then another thing to fucking just go off the deep end. Oh, that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to play Nunya's live. I heard Nunya did a good live calling out QB, and I haven't watched it. Hold on. We can watch it together. It's not long. Oh, damn. Moon made a post 12 minutes ago. It says, fuck out of here. I'd rather starve than go against what I know to be wrong. That's the difference between myself and QB. Integrity. Watch your mouth, cry bully. I didn't even know they were fighting. Oh, you saw it already? I haven't seen it. The one that's Nunya's turn to speak facts, that one? Nunya, don't strike me.
Loud like it's holy tradition.
I'm trying to get past the music. And once you get past the music, it's only like 20 minutes. Hang on. Even less than that. All right, here we go. All right.
Time it is for you. Listen, I put it in the description. You probably should already know that the chat is not on for this live stream. I am not turning it on for this live stream, and there will be no comments left after this live stream. See how that works out? Because this is Nunya speaking for Nunya. I don't need a cheerleader, nor do I give a fuck what people think about this. Okay. What does nonsense say? My give a fuck is broken. Anyways, so let me tell you this. So Queen Bee in all of her glory, right, thought she was Billy Badass and tried to go real life on me, right? Okay, that's cool. That's what's up. Whatever. Not the flex that she thinks, because I'm not afraid of her. So I decided to come live and let those, I've gotten some messages of concern. I've already contacted my law enforcement. I don't have those kind of concerns. I don't.
Okay, one thing I want to say. I'm glad I'm playing this because it reminded me. Can we please stop calling fucking law enforcement? The cops don't give a fuck. This whole community is turned into such pussies that everybody calls the police. Nobody threatened your life. Like, I don't get this constant fucking calling police. Leave the cops out of this. It's YouTube drama. All around. I can't even imagine how many fucking police reports are done everywhere. Everybody runs to call the police. Nobody, big deal. Your name was dropped. It's not a police issue. Nobody's coming after you. Nobody's showing up at your house. Nobody cares enough.
Have court cases. I don't have any type of family members with shit going on like that. I don't have any, whatever's in my record. My kids are well taken care of. I've got 3 kids now. In 2 weeks, it'll be a full 3, but I've got one is already in college, but I've got 3 kids at a university that don't take a dime from the government to go there. Okay. I'm not worried about
Mine don't either, but I sure as fuck wish they would.
Queen Bee. So I decided to go live and share some facts about Queen Bee with people that maybe you already know, maybe you don't. And I don't really give a fuck. See how that works out? So let's talk about it. Okay. Her going real life on me, not a flex. It's weird as fuck. The fact that you are so weak-minded that that's the route that you go. Like, I'm going to be like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Let me run away.
Nanya, it's because she's uneducated. That's why. Those are the people that use that as a flex. The uneducated people.
Girl, boo. I'm still going to be here calling you out for all the shit that you are. Too bad. So sad. Oopsie, that didn't work. Anywho, I'm not going to be making content about that real life situation. I'm not going to be, all up on the internet talking about, I'm so fearful for my family. Nah, fuck that bitch. I'm not fearful what the fuck soever. Okay? So just wanted to put that out there again. I've contacted my law enforcement. I am covered. I am safe. My home is safe. Everything is safe. The bitch does nothing but run her fucking mouth like a little barking chihuahua. That's all she is, just snipping at people's ankles.
I agree, but then why'd you go to the police? And just because the police are called doesn't mean your house is safe. Doesn't mean you're safe. Anybody could show up at your door, whether the cops know about it or not.
But, so let's talk about it, okay? On my channel, I don't need views to survive and pay my bills. On my channel, I don't need subscribers. I'd come live and I'd talk to one person.
Okay, now I've heard this argument before, but that doesn't make you better. I hate people say that almost like a flex, like it makes them better. So, some of us do depend on YouTube, and that there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're doing it honestly and you're not doing it to lie or anything like that, then I get it. But it's not a flex that you don't use it for money or anything, because many of us do, and that's perfectly okay. YouTube wants us to make money as long as you do it honestly. Welcome, Trouble.
This is not about what people can do for me. It's what I can potentially pour into people and give them hope and give them happiness and give them some laughs. We're not the same. Sorry. I don't need super chats, cash apps, lawyer funds, Venmos, Zells. I don't need any of that to pay my bills every single month. And like Tammy say, I pay my bills. My bills are paid. Can you say the same? A fact about Queen Bee is she's thin-skinned as ever. She's insecure as fuck. Queen Bee is a bully. Queen Bee is manipulative, and she's a liar. She's not able to make true connections with people in life, so she comes online in an effort for people to kiss her ass and make her feel better about herself. She's a real lifer. She gets jealous because I'm friends with Joneson after the FOIA, and she doesn't understand that. But the difference is Joneson learned from her mistake, took accountability, apologized, and has not done it since, and is continuing to stay on the path of not doing anything like that again. You, however, told me you would do it again. Driving by somebody's house, getting that recorded, enjoying that recording, laughing at that recording, and lo and behold, here we are. You've driven by now, not you personally, but somebody conveniently sends you this random video, right? And here we are, 4 fucking houses later. This isn't the first time. This is a clear real lifer pattern for you. How sad. How sad that that's your existence. That's the only control you feel like you have in life is to try and be intimidating because you're not shit. That's sad. She's a coward who can't have an adult conversation with anybody. She relies on everybody else to speak for her because she has no self control or productive thoughts to give. She has no emotional intelligence because she can't regulate her own emotions. That's the reason why she keeps people around her who can help her regulate those emotions.
And all of this is true, but I have to laugh because I'm the one that fucking told Nunya, why are you kissing her ass? Why you doing her interviews for her? Why are you like, she can't handle these people by herself. If not for you, she wouldn't be able to hold an interview. Why are you doing all this for her? And she was like, well, I like to, and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. But she's not wrong with anything. I'd say the same thing, G Money. The exact same thing. Why are you giving money to a fucking avatar? If someone that's never shown their face, ever. Except in altered pictures.
She has to resort to nicknames and soupy poopy and chewy and sludge knuckles because she has no actual productive thoughts in her brain. There is nothing going on up there at all that she could actually, her vocabulary, it exists of about 6 cuss words and 3 other words. That's it. That's all. That's all she has. Again, how sad. She has no boundaries. There is nothing off of the table. Her children, your children, their children, your family, your job, CPS, cops. There's no boundaries for her. She is fully dependent on her manipulation, on her online manipulation, lie and lies, because she has nothing else in life, financially or in friendships. She does not actually maintain any true friendships because if she had true friendships, her friends would call her out, but they don't. They continue to make excuses for her behaviors and justifications for her behaviors over and over. Those aren't true friends. And I'm sorry that you've never had true friends in your life. You don't have them in real life, and you definitely as hell don't have them online. She's harmful to children online and in real life. That's my opinion. You collect pictures of people's children. You constantly threaten to show people's children. You put children in danger online. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
She's not wrong.
She continues to act as if she's in a drug dealer's mindset, constantly trying to hustle over everybody, trying to twist the story, spin it, shake it, everything you can do, bop it if that's what you need to do. You twist it to try and make it look like it's everybody else but you. It's a hustler mindset. The only difference is instead of dealing drugs at this point, she's just dealing you the very addictive drug of drama.
Who's Bub? All right, so if you don't know what happened between Nunya and Queen Bee, Queen Bee was on her fucking stupid rant the other night where she told everyone to fuck off and she thought she was, big bad bully. Not only did she call Nunya Sasquatch or whatever she calls her, I forgot her name, but she doxed out her real name. Now, if you don't know, Chewy, that's what she calls her. If you don't know Nunya's real name, then you didn't know her real name. But once you put in Chewy, everyone knows that's QB's pet name for her. So when she said Chewy and then said her real name, that's where all of this stems from. Like, there was no reason to put out her real name. What do you expect? She did it as a flex, the same way she did it to Crystal. She did it to Capone. She thinks it's a flex, and her subs don't care. Yeah, Chewy is Nunya.
That's it. And her subscribers, her friends, her mods, all of them are complete.
And she's also threatened Sorry, Nunya. She's also threatened Nunya's kids that she's gonna show Nunya's kids and all this other stuff. So this is just built up anger. This is not one time anger.
Completely addicted. They are hooked into it. Hook, line, and sinker. She's got them on the hook. How sad for them and for her. She'll never be able to bring anything productive to the table in a relationship with a significant other because all she has to offer is trauma, anger, manipulation, deceit, insecurity, toxicity, and her head game is probably trash. Just saying. She's only loved by the people who are heavily broken and triggered in their personal lives because they see her as a beacon. They use her as a hope. She is not a beacon for hope and never can be because she is hopeless within herself. I will be praying for her and praying for her daughters that they can make the very hard decisions to break the toxic cycles that she has laid out for them throughout their lives. She is fully financially dependent on handouts on YouTube to provide for her family. And one day she will have no retirement and will continue to rely on handouts, but this time it'll be from the government and most of her subs and all of our taxes. Love that for us. She's a hood rat, living high on the hog because people throw money at her. And this is the first time that she has seen this type of money in all of her life. She has no choice but to keep it going because she has no other way to make that kind of money. She has no skill sets, no talents. And the only thing that she has is to degrade, berate, bully, and tear down other people on the internet to make that money. She can't cam up like most other people because she knows her looks would be tore apart and she can't handle that. But yet she sits online and berates others who have the security to be who they are and to love the way they look. I don't cam up. It's one of the main reasons why I don't talk about looks. Not only do I think it's unkind, but also I don't cam up. So I don't talk about looks. It's that simple. We know why she doesn't cam up though, right?
You know what I find so fucking funny about this? And I mean this honestly. Many years ago, I'm talking like 2019, I would tell people, and anyone that's old school can attest to this. I was like, I am not fucking fighting with someone that I can't look in the eye. You want to fight with me? You want to talk shit about me? You better fucking look me in the eye. And everyone, the whole DC was like, you shouldn't have to cam up, blah, blah, blah. I said, if you're going to talk shit about someone, your ass better fucking cam up. If you're not going to, and I don't want to see some picture that's filtered or altered, cam the fuck up, look me in the eye, and let's go round to round. Head to head. And so many of them would not do it. And it's so funny to hear like this new people, I say new people, not that they're new, but the Krama people just have that same mentality. And none of these assholes say a word. None of them say one fucking word about it. I'm like, you guys are the ones screaming in the past. Like, it's fucking hypocrites. But it's nice to see that people finally adopted my way of thinking. No, QB has never cammed up. I call QB Diane Jr. because that's what she reminds me of. Yeah, we've seen filtered pictures of her. There's plenty of mugshots. But if everyone knows what you look like, then just fucking cam up. I'm not saying you got to do it all the time. I don't cam up a lot. I used to, but I don't anymore. But you could still find plenty of streams with me on camera.
Queen. She's ashamed of who she is on the outside and inside.
Oh, I agree. She is spot on. Thank you, G Money.
So she spends her hours attacking others to make herself feel better.
Oh, I do want to interrupt this for 1 second. Sinner said something yesterday that was wrong. And I in all fairness, because I'm not on anyone's side, I am going to correct it. He said Rowena was never a nurse. That's not true. We've all seen her license. She was a nurse. And it's stuff like that where he loses credibility. And I hate to see that for him. Like, I don't want him to lose credibility. But little things like that is why people turn on him. Because she was a nurse. We all saw the license. It accidentally got leaked or something. So I just want to point that out.
What a sad existence in this world. She has taken the time throughout her years as a mother to teach her children that it is okay to attack other women. It is okay to berate other women and some men. It is okay to weaponize other people's trauma as long as it makes you feel better. It is okay to threaten physical harm on others because they hurt your feelings. It is okay to manipulate. It is okay to lie. Most importantly, it is okay to take zero accountability or responsibility for your words, your actions, your emotions, and your misdeeds. She's teaching them that it's okay to blame other people and make them the blame of everything that you do. These are the citizens that she is raising. We are not the same. The humans that I've raised, they have a heart for others. The ones that I've raised, I've discouraged any type of physical violence unless for self-defense.
So that reminds me, we were talking, QB was saying how, her kids fist fight all the time. And, that's most teen girls. No, most kids don't fist fight. Fist fighting is something that is usually taught against in the home. And it's not nice for girls to raise hands. Even sisters. Been there, done that. And no, QB, that's not normal. I know in your world it's normal, but really it's not normal at all.
I've taught them to work hard and provide for themselves. I've taught them to be kind, to take accountability, to have hobbies that bring you joy, to give to others and always have a plan. I've taught them that peace cannot be bought, it cannot be taken, and it cannot be given to you by anybody else. It has to come from within. We are not the same at all.
Now, there was a big incident, Marie. Like, I don't remember what the scenario was, but somebody stole her license or they were afraid they were going to use her license. Some weird shit like that. But everybody had seen her license. That's how we knew. But that's why people go after him when he says stuff like that. It's just, that's why people get mad. Because he's like, I know she wasn't. Yeah, she actually was.
As I said, you can say whatever you want on the internet. It doesn't bother me. You can call me the names. You can scream out my name. Like, damn, does it taste good is what I think every time I hear you scream it. That's what I think. But you know, the funny part to me is, why does my opinion bother you so much? Because you know it's right. Because you know that on any given day, you have fed your monster of drama so much that you couldn't pivot at this point. You have destroyed.
And I agree with her. And I've been saying that about me. Like, QB, why does my opinion bother you so much? Because everything I say is fucking right about you and has been for the last 2.5, 3 years. Yeah, that's why. So I'm totally with Nunya on that.
Every single piece of humanity you could ever have within you. We're not the same.
Here's another thing I thought of the other day. Has Queen Bee ever apologized to Sinner or the community? You know, all these people want to throw out who apologized to who. QB, you owe Sinner and your community and this entire community a fucking apology for your another lie. And that lie was when she was stating that that her lawyer found out that Sinner and it traced back to California. Now, I don't know where Nunya lives, but she went on this whole rant about how how Itao chased back to Sinner and her lawyer got the information. I knew that whole thing was bullshit because YouTube can't fucking track it. So, turns out Sinner had nothing to do with Itao. It all had to do with Good Nunya and Deets, which we all knew to begin with. But did she ever apologize for that? No. Did she ever tell Sinner, hey, fuck you? You know, not fuck you. Hey, you know, I was wrong? No, because then she would have to admit she lied. And I'm actually shocked that nobody has said this. I know Sinner brought it up lightly yesterday, but I am curious, how come none of her subs hold her accountable for that? You blatantly fucking lied to everybody and said that your lawyer got the information that it's Sinner. I knew Ital wasn't Sinner. It was so obvious it wasn't Sinner. But that didn't matter. She just gets away with yet another lie.
I don't want to destroy anybody's humanity. See how that works? I want to see people do better. I want to see people change and evolve into the best version of themselves, not change who they are. We're not the same. So while you think you're out here pumping fear, flexing all of that stuff, sorry, you missed the mark. But unfortunately, to flex, you probably would have to move and work out. And we know that hasn't happened. So keep on doing what you do. Being the trash bag that you are. Having nothing to offer. Because this YouTube thing, it doesn't mean anything to me. And tell your friend Nonsense, fuck you for her giving you my information. She can suck a hard dick on a bad day. A sick dick at that. But listen, she'll justify it. She will use every excuse for it because it's also now who she is. You know, when you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. All y'all are infested with fleas at this point, in my opinion. But do you, boo? It still wasn't a flex for her to hand it over to you, in my opinion. See, because you didn't have the information or try and use the information till after I started calling her ass out. Then all of a sudden, the one person with my name has a problem with me, and here you are. Anywho, maybe it's tinfoil hat. Maybe it's the truth. Who cares? Still didn't impact me. Still didn't give a fuck. Still don't give a fuck. All right. One last message, and then I'm out of here, okay? Short and sweet and to the point. To you ex-mods, people who called yourself friends of BJ, who are sending all this shit, driving you fucking sick absolute out of your mind, psychotic asshole people, because you're not even human anymore. You've turned off all of your humanity. All of your empathy is gone, right? But to you people who are sending these messages that your friend shared with you, sending pictures, driving by houses, I hope you're never found out. That's what I'll say. I hope you are never found out, because the same way that you're doing it to somebody else, you think these people who are showing drive-by houses won't show your house one day? You're insane to think so. And you're never, ever, ever should call yourself anybody's friend. You're trash for making it go this far. She's got her own shit going on. She's already being attacked inside the fucking house. The call is absolutely coming in from inside the house. We get it. We get it. Nobody doesn't understand that. But it won't matter. Stop fucking acting like you give a fuck about her kids. None of you give a fuck about her kids. All your fake, oh my God, I can't even, fuck out of here. None of you gave a fuck about her kids, because if you did, you'd lay the fuck off and you'd give it a break. But you don't. But again, to the mods, you're trash ass people. I don't care who you are. I know Mallory's name was mentioned. I know other names were mentioned. I know Mods was mentioned. You're trash. And for whoever is making these excuses out there for Mallory, Mallory is just young. She didn't know. Mallory has continued to be a real lifer over and over and over and over again. So I guess until she goes real life on you, it won't make a difference, right? Again, she's trash. Have a great day.
Oh, those are cute.
For a DSW, they're $60, and I'm getting them.
Okay.
They feel so good. They look good. They're comfortable. They're tall, but they're comfortable. And I don't have any heels. And I was like, we were looking, and I said, I literally told him, I was like, my mommy is gonna love these.
Let me see them again.
I just untied it, but
Oh, those are really cute, and I like them. Very cute. All right, let me call you right back. I'm getting off in a minute. I love you too. A normal, healthy relationship with your kids sounds like that. Not screaming, fighting. I'm gonna kill you. No, that's not normal. Sage's bachelorette parties next week. I told her I was gonna crash it, but so she got these heels that are really nice. I would show them to you if I could. But they're like 6 inches. But they're like a wedge. Ugh. So I can't say that I disagree with anything Nunya said. Because I agree with everything. I've said a lot of it myself. Choking out for Thanksgiving? Yeah, exactly. Let's not have dinner with family. Let's choke each other out. She's not married yet. Not till November. But it's creeping up. Believe me, I can't believe it either. I was going to pay more of the DJ this month, and yeah, that didn't happen. So now I got to pay it next month. Money, money, money. I'm going to become an e-beggar. What time I got to be there today? I guess food shopping's out of the question. All right, 4:15. All right. You didn't like the red? No, these are really nice. They're very pretty. So, as I was saying, I just hope everybody stops fucking lying. How anybody cannot hear the lies that comes out of QB's mouth is beyond my comprehension. Every day it's more lies. And the funniest thing is, too, last night I was listening to her. If I could find it, let me see if I can find it. They were talking about, and I had just watched it recently, this show on HBO or Netflix, probably Netflix, about a mother who like harassed her daughter and her boyfriend. And so they were talking about how people act online. And it really goes to show me how fucking stupid QB and her whole crew is based on what the guy was saying. It is so QB. And it is everything they're doing to Britney. And her voices, Tim, anyone that was on panel, and the chat was too fucking stupid to realize this applies to them too. How they didn't grasp this, I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, you really don't realize how this sounds like you guys? And that's when I noticed how stupid she truly was. Uh, all right. Unknown number. That was the name of it. All right. So I know it was right before Melissa's super chat. And that was the other thing. Talk about ridiculous timing on Melissa's part. All right. So it had to be right around here.
Oh, and then one day you become an empty nester, and I don't know what I'm saying.
The thing is, all these perpetrators are always too confident. A pedophile, a mother, didn't amount to much.
I think this is it. And the other thing that aggravates me, like, QB, can you never put together your own fucking content? All she does is play someone else's on the topic she wants to talk about. And yet she strikes people. That is like as weak could get.
As hell to do that to your own baby.
For sure.
As hell to do that to your own baby. As hell. On top of having social.
Like, what the fuck?
Didn't amount to much. Kendra could be a pedophile? Here comes the worst part. After Owen and Lauren broke up and stopped seeing each other, Owen tried to move on in life and started talking to a girl in Pinconning, Michigan. And as soon as Kendra found out about his new relationship and started flooding her inbox with teenager Owen and wanted some kind of relationship with him. Basically, the McKennies accused Kendra. I don't think it would be wrong to see her as one. Maybe all those explicit visual descriptions were what Kendra fantasized about. But unfortunately, she wasn't charged for it. Kendra didn't think about consequences. I think as humans, we really need to reflect on our actions, not only in the real world, but also when we are in this virtual reality, which has become a part of our daily lives. The thing is, all these perpetrators are always too confident about their methods. They believe they will never get caught, which I believe is the reason they never really think about what will happen to their family or their loved ones when their crimes finally come to light. So, did Kendra think about it? Did she ever entertain the thought that her daughter would never be able to face her classmates, her teachers, or their neighbors when the truth will be out in the open? I suppose not, because she was too confident that she would never get caught. But now she has left her family in a mess from which they may never recover. Many of the teenagers whom she sent those nasty texts to are traumatized for life. I think what we need to understand here is that our actions, our words in this case.
Now, one would think at this point, with what's about to come up, one would think That a light bulb went off? No.
Have consequences. Our hostility, those online attacks, and that hatred can destroy a person's life. It may
Well, Roro, you're up here with us. William, you're up here with us. How are y'all doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Oh, it's the
I'm
car. It's the background noise. That's how we know it's Ro.
Stop it. I'm so glad y'all watched this. I watched this the other day and I've been dying to talk. It's wild. And I think that, and if you really, I don't know, I think that's a lie. I think she had the hots for, it was so good. Hey, William, sorry.
He's very low.
Yeah. Your mic is really low.
What do you call it now?
We'll get in that ass all fucking day. Matter of fact, we're gonna.
You, no matter, when you're young, you just still have that.
You know what I'm saying? Like that officer said, things get a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I put the body. It just reminds you again the body cam footage.
Yeah, I got it back there. We still have this to finish though, but.
Okay.
But it was very. I thought it was really well done. You know, and all the kids that got blamed and his cousin. And, it was so good. Sorry.
Oh, here, this is just this is like one of the let's see here. Let me see what this channel name is.
Like
Film Fugitive.
Well, you don't have to give me the channel name, but like, who's that dude?
I have no idea. It says Film Fugitives. I don't know. You know,
Okay.
going over.
stick to them for the rest of their lives, even though we are not aware of it. So, as humans, it is our duty to be conscious of what we say and how we say it. I truly hope that Kendra gets the psychological treatment and the help she needs to overcome her demons so that she won't spiral back to her former acts. Her daughter is really looking forward to reuniting with her mother, and one can just hope that she won't become a victim to her desires and try her best not to destroy her daughter's life again. Kendra is a free person. In December 2022, daughter and her former boyfriend, Owen.
I think was, holy hell.
I can't find the exact spot, and QB also paused it at the exact time he said that, harassing someone online. But the narrator went through this whole thing about how wrong it was, how online bullying is no good, and all of them just sat there like, oh yeah, totally went over their heads. Like they can't comprehend that this is what they're doing to other people. But here comes Melissa dropping almost $1,000 after hearing how bullying is wrong and what consequences it could lead to and how fucked up mothers can fuck up their daughters. Crazy.
Play their parents. They
see
her athletic goes.
Hey, bad.
She goes, yeah, it's outside.
All right, I don't know where it was, but it's pretty sad that none of them are smart enough to catch on to it. Oh, I know what I want to show you. Let me go back to those super chats.
I think was important to what?
Just because Alyssa sent you like $400 and said email, love, hug.
Holy fuck, Melissa! Gosh dang, baby. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Why is she surprised? Melissa does it all the time. But she's acting like, oh my God, thank you so much. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Holy hell.
Nice. And also LFT donated a membership as well. I believe, just to let you know. Oh, and she sent you another 50 memberships now. Just for
Holy fuck.
wow.
God damn, baby.
You're so kind, so sweet of you.
I was
Just-
reading her email. I was Bitch,
That's the laugh I was talking about earlier.
I think over there because you already know I'll shut it down in a matter of 5 fucking seconds and go over there and stop it.
Yeah, but it's like it's not. No, it's not. Something you should do now.
Me, Tim.
I am going to bed soon, so you'll probably do it while I sleep. To be honest.
No, listen. Me, Tim. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to stick to the. We're sticking to the topic. We're doing good. We're behaving ourselves. That's
what I was talking about earlier. When I said she laughs and she's acting like ridiculous, that's it. Melissa does have some mental problems, without a doubt. But you hear the way QB was laughing at her, like she just gave me another 50, and she just starts cracking up. Tells me QB was laughing at her, not with her, was laughing at her. And you hear the way she was like, oh my God, Melissa. Like, dude, she drops this kind of money all the time. You're acting surprised. Like, oh my God, really? Like, sit the fuck down. You're as bad as Granny crying. Fucking ridiculous. In fact, Melissa gives the amount she does through super chats, and now PayPal should make people question her intentions. Yeah, but QB don't care. It's not on QB to question that. You know what I mean? QB's losing a shitload of money because of it, but she don't care. She's still getting some. But think about it for a second. Melissa lives in New Jersey. Melissa is not Donald Trump. She is giving Queen Bee so much money. Hey, Headstones, so much money. Think about the things she could be doing with all that money. Like last night, she dropped over $1,200. Dude, go buy yourself something. Go buy something for your husband. Go take a vacation. Like, you're wasting it on a fucking felon. Why? Any YouTuber, doesn't matter who it is. But you're wasting it on a fucking felon who doesn't give 2 fucks about you, Melissa. Wake up. Go buy a car or something. Do something. The amount of money that she has given QB, she could have fucking bought a brand new house. To be fair, if you're PayPal, you give up your name. What do you mean? Well, she wouldn't get the attention because it's not about QB having the money. It's just about her getting the attention. She does it that way to put out horrible messages with it, like making fun of BJ and DB. Yeah, because she wants to fit in. Yeah, everyone knows Melissa's name. But you know what I'm saying, though? It's like, dude, how are you this fucking desperate for a friend? Shit, you can go on the streets and buy a friend for that. I mean, if she was rich, I wouldn't say a word. Like Barbie, when Barbie, was on YouTube, nobody cared she dropped millions of dollars. But Melissa doesn't have that kind of money. So why are you spending all this money on fucking YouTubers? Like, that's sad. Melissa, there's plenty of people that will be your friend without paying for it. Just saying. Friends don't come with a price tag. If you're someone's friend, you're someone's friend. If they like you regardless. Look at Marie. Marie and I are friends. I think she's given me a total less than $20 in her whole life. You know what? We're still friends. I don't need her to pay me to be noticed. I don't need her to pay me to be my friend. That's sick. And she knows it. I mean, I want to bring her head against the wall sometimes, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know. I just think it's weird. Like, if you have to pay to be someone's friend, that's a problem. That's it. Now y'all better pay me. Ugh. But you guys know what I mean. Like, if the only way you're going to get noticed is if you pay tons and tons of money, hey, Amy. You know what I'm saying, though? It's fucking weird. And if you feel that's the only way that you're going to get noticed or get any attention, find new friends. Like, go buy yourself something. Take yourself on vacation. Go buy a puppy. Shit, you can get any puppy you want with that kind of money. Yeah, same thing with you, Bad Wolf. I've been friends with you how long? And you've just started giving me money this last year? But I've been friends with you for years without ever paying a dime. You know what I mean? There are pick-me's. Oh, my lordy. I still think, say, the biggest pick-me is Granny. Granny is by far the biggest pick-me. Did you guys hear her crying yesterday? Did Moon? I think Moon put it on private. I just don't get the whole pick me. Like, I'm sorry. There's nothing about a lying felon that I would need a pick me on. You know? And I heard Sue, and oh, that was the other thing. Talk about someone that's fucking can't shut up about me. I listened last night when I was going to sleep. I decided to listen to the Jerks because, of course, some asshole named, I forgot their name because that's how important they are to me, had to leave a comment about me under the Jerks. So I'm like, oh, I wonder what the Jerks said. They said nothing. Nothing at all. Why this person felt the need to leave a fucking comment and stir shit up, I have no idea. Leave my name out of your mouth. There was nothing in that live about me. Nobody was talking about me. Eliza had said she was in my chat a couple of times. Like, there was nothing said about me. Why the fuck are you dropping my name everywhere? And you still never fucking apologize for lying to Deets. I don't try to hustle you. I never drive bag or give a sad story. We just talk about everyone privately. Not everyone. You're going to give my Patreons a complex. No, but seriously though, Bad Wolf, I would never. I just don't get it. I don't. And maybe, you know what? That's a good point, though, Bad Will. I don't try to hustle anyone. Now, they've been around a long time, Sly. Sunnyside, that's who the name was. Sunnyside. No, because Bad Wolf, you do hear that a lot. when mods leave and say, this one try to hustle this one try to, I never did that. I can't say I never borrowed money because I did. Then they won't talk to me anymore. I don't get it, but now Sunnyside's been around since drama days. No, I've never talked bad about you, Marie. Me and Bad Wolf mostly talk about old people, old drama people. Bad Wolf, Nini got kicked out of Moon's live yesterday. It was pretty funny. I wasn't watching chat. I was just listening and I heard it. She's like, Nini, I don't like you. Get out. I was like, damn. Oh, I think this is it. Hold on. Oh.
Was homeless for days. I got this thing. Blame me, bitch. Go ahead. It only works so far in life.
Blame me, bitch. She wants to be the one notarized.
Defend you
I
again,
can-
Brittany, ever a day in my
shut
fucking life.
the
Why
fuck
ever
up.
defend
You
anything
have-
about you again?
You've only
Because you are such a
defended
down.
after
You are.
started. It's called brinksmanship. This bitch will start it all, start everything, and then come on at much to the ones that are interrupting. You won't work. You won't put anything into any part of your life to put betterment into your life. You continuously pander and
Keep the issue going.
oh yeah, she's the one that's keeping you did coming back.
It's all unfolding right in front of the internet.
Here we go. Granny's fake ass tears.
You are so happy. This is Duper's Delight. This is show your face, Jessica. Why do you give these thousands of dollars? Why do you give these people thousands of dollars that never show their face? What is wrong with you people? You live in imaginary lands where you look up to people that they won't show you your face. Clue will. Clue. But that is not what her face looks like.
Right. You got him saying that he's hearing voices, and I just know that this is gonna end so bad.
He's hearing voices. And she just knows this is you know what this is? A dog whistle. This is another dog whistle. That Craig is going to hurt his family.
Oh my gosh. It just makes you wonder at what point do these people stop coddling and condoning it because your hate for somebody else is.
Bitch, you stop. Nobody hates you.
All right, hang on. Let me go to Granny's because Moon interrupts it a lot, so it's hard to really grasp it. So hang on. Corrections, lies, alibis.
Good.
Money. No, your dad got all this money. You just got it from.
Aw, B Tim was on panel. Aw. There's got to be different truth seekers. That can't be the truth seeker that comes in here.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, you showing Clues Discord. We all know the Discords are fucking public. Everyone shows their Discord. Like, we don't care. I don't.
Timmy, we're not French. There is no we. You're a sub. I don't know how to break this to you, Timmy. You are a sub. You're not a creator. You're not a channel owner. You don't own a Discord. There is no we. You always say we. Nobody is. You're not making money on this. You're not included in anything. Stop with the we. There is no we. Shit drives me nuts. He makes it out like he's partners with these people. Dude, Granny will drop you in 2 fucking seconds. Queen Bee will drop you in 2 fucking... Nobody cares about you, Timmy. There is no we.
Woo. I love that.
This is like the whole Discord thing was all like 2024.
The Discord's public, isn't it?
Yeah. To go to those hate watchers and say, can I have $20,000, $30,000, guys?
Right. That's why I keep saying, send her all your monies. I don't care. I hope you all do. I hope you give it directly to Cash App so YouTube doesn't take that percentage. And really, Sue, she may be doing it on purpose, but I don't believe she is, because at the end, hears voices from God. So,
I mean, it is what, and he likes. I thought it was kind of hilarious that he thought like being a tough guy, showing a pink gun to people. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious?
No, here's the kicker. How do you, like, again, this is what I'm saying about the worst you could be. So he says this side is just grannies and hags and hoes. And then he turns around and talks about all.
Listen, I spent many years being a fucking addict, and I have no shame in it because I'm clean, and thank God, by the grace of my higher power, I am clean today. I can tell you right now that is not simply being fucking tired, and don't you dare try to gaslight anybody that it is. This is bad. Absolute trigger warning.
Are we going to see Craig shirtless? Is that bad? Because that's pretty bad.
No, it's honestly, it's a serious one. It's bad.
Oh.
And this happened in front of 686 people. Don't say it didn't fucking happen. This is bad. Honest to God, trigger warning. She's talking. That's a fucking nod out, bro. That's more than
that's not being tired from not sleeping. Like, no fucking way.
And this is what you guys are needed.
Granny
Every
over
time she
there
needs
saying
new
I'm
cameras,
asleep.
every time I'm being dead ass, every time she says she needs cameras, or she needs a few extra dollars in her pocket, or she needs attorney fees or any of that, this is what this is no different than Cam and Allie. It's no different than anything else. And how dare any of you justify it? Look how poor her skin is, and it's fucking summertime. Look at the way she looks there. Don't tell me this isn't what it is.
She looks like my 60-year-old mother when she was alive.
This is bad.
And she was 60.
I can hear her justifying it.
Look at this. Watch the eyes.
I really wish I hadn't seen this, because I got to be honest with you guys. I don't disagree with her. I hate to say it, but I do not disagree with her.
Yeah, that's nodding off. That's not being tired.
That's not texting somebody. That's not looking for a clip. That's not thinking.
I mean, I've been tired, like where I've gotten no sleep at night, and I've never nodded off. I just had a couple of cups of coffee, and I was just like, felt like shit.
Here's the difference, beats him. If it was being tired, you would simply say, I'm too tired right now. I'm going to sleep. You
Yeah, that's what I
and
thought.
everything. And look how she picks up conversation. Look.
Bro, she's trained.
The eye rolling. Now watch.
I just cannot. I cannot.
Yeah, she's nodding off.
That's a
not
nod.
natural. Yeah,
that's
a
nod. When you pick up, listen, I spent many years being a fucking addict, and I have no shame in it because I'm clean, and thank God, by the grace of my higher power, I am clean today. I can tell you right now that is not simply being fucking tired, and don't you dare try to gaslight anybody that it is. This is bad.
I got to agree with Granny on that. I do.
That's thing to do was just be on a mic or anything like that. And it was so fucked up and everything. And then suddenly, oh, they're being arrested and they're doing drugs.
Yeah. Girl time. Even I despise her, she's still a mother. She's still a human. I honestly want to cry right now because that's so fucking big.
And this is where Granny turns on the tears.
This girl's going to allow the internet.
Bree, I got to agree with you, Bree. I tried to deny it. I tried to deny it and tried to deny it. It's undeniable. Sorry, not sorry. But I've seen many people not out. That is a not out. And then comes up, I just can't stop. My aggravation is not her being on drugs. But honestly, I would be a fucking hypocrite that I could be the first ones to call out Cam and Allie because I witnessed it and then say nothing here. No, sorry. I got to agree with Granny on that. I'm sorry. She's got to be honest with herself and her subs.
You're quiet. Are you nodding off now?
Yeah.
I'm just joking with you. I'm trying to line up the mode. If you're nodding off, we'll have to get you. Someone has to start clapping over here.
I just can't believe there's people that will hype her up that you're in danger and your children are in danger and all these things. And they are, but you won't acknowledge why. God, that's fucking heartbreaking.
Marie, I don't know what she's on, but coming as an addict, she's on something. It's undeniable. That is such a standard not out. It could be Oxycontin. It could be dope. I don't know what it is. I don't. But that's not medical. And they're not trying to help her. Peak hours of 2 to 4 after taking methadone. This isn't methadone related. Yeah, I don't know anything about methadone. I mean, I've seen people not out from Oxycontins. And I've seen people not out from other pills and dope. But that is a definite not out. Yeah, but IBL, what I'm saying is that I called Cam and Allie out. I was actually the first one to call Cam and Allie out. And I almost feel like I would be a hypocrite if I know with my own eyes what I'm seeing and not say anything. Am I going to go after her for it? Absolutely not. Oh, could be yeah, but fentanyl's dangerous. I don't know why anyone would fuck with fentanyl. I mean, you could die from it. Sleepy, yes, it does not make people not out. Let me all right, hold on. Let me go one step further. Hang on. Do you really, Miss Lee? Fuck that. I would never fuck with fentanyl intentionally. Fentanyl makes you do that weird nod where you're standing and then bend over. Hold on a second.
What is the nod? And if you know what the nod is, I hope that you are sober nowadays, and props to you if you are, or if you've lost a loved one to opiates and to any of this. My heart because nobody realizes what the nod. You don't realize what's happening. When you get into this state where you are just, you're nodding out, but you're not nodding out. It's like you're going to sleep, but you're not asleep. You are conscious, but you're a zombie. It's almost like back awake, but nodding off. I mean, that's how this is the most common when it comes to, it's this nod. But if you have a loved one nod, do let them know me, because
All right.
Hey, Dr. B, the other day I saw a homeless nodding.
Trying to find a video of someone showing it. She is sitting, not standing. It is those who standing who bend. Which ones, IBL? Because I think there are little differences in actual nodding. There really are differences. I see your irony. Trying to stay awake. Hang on. No, that's someone regular nodding. Well, one of the differences between regular nodding and a nod out is you yawn. See, people talk about trazodone. Trazodone is the weakest fucking pain pill I've ever taken. Yeah, but you want to know something, Irony, which is weird? And I don't watch her enough, but I only learned this from nonsense, I think, or from the haters. That maybe it's not trazodone I'm thinking of. Or is it an anti-inflammatory? There's some with a T that's an anti-inflammatory. Maybe it's not trazodone. It sounds like trazodone. Oh, tramadol. I'm thinking tramadol. I knew something that sounded like that. But according to the haters, yeah, tramadol. According to the haters, she only gets like this after the 21st, which is payday. So she's been on the last couple of days. She's been fine. That also makes me wonder. Like, why are you fine up until the 21st? And then the 21st hits and you're horrible the end of the month. Yeah, but Xanax and Klonopin make you sleepy, you yawn. She doesn't yawn. She just passes out. She nodded out the other night when Craig was clapping. Yeah, it's... And I don't want to bust on her, and I don't want to be mad or anything. She doesn't yawn at all. Like I said, I've been watching some of the haters just to get an idea of what the fuck they're talking about. And she doesn't yawn. She nods out. Her kids and Craig are constantly trying to keep her awake. And it only happens the last week and a half of the month. Oh, I've seen people nod out, Bree. That was definitely nodding. No, it's not sleep. I thought of that too. I gave her every benefit of the doubt. I agree with you, IBL. That's why I say I'm not coming after it because, I mean, here, first things first, you got to admit that you have a problem. If you don't admit that you have a problem, there's nothing anybody's going to say that's going to help you. Yeah, if she was just tired, she'd be yawning. She goes to the drama on the 21st and gets monthly subscription. Now, I think that too. I really do think that. I think that she gets it on the 21st. And then she uses it all up by the end of the month. Amy, that's not rest. That's not being tired. I did first, but the easier thing with them, Rock Jam, is I witnessed it. Like, I literally saw him snort. You know what I mean? Like, I literally fucking saw it. There was no question. Hi, Laura. Hello, chat. The latest update is that Britney was acting. What happened? I was in the middle of reading that. Boyd in the Jeep. I agree with you. I was hoping that I was wrong. I was hoping that I was wrong. I gave her every benefit of the doubt. Amy, I want to believe that, but I don't. Sleep makes you sleep. And one thing sleep doesn't make you fall asleep mid-sentence. I have never seen someone tired that fell asleep mid-sentence unless they were like out cold or they were wasted, like if they were drunk. Ellie did not give her a drug test. Ellie does not give drug tests. You would have to go into a lab for them to do a drug test. If she said that, that's a lie. Amy, if she told you that, that's a lie. Police don't do drug tests on the spot. I agree, Sweet Sativa. And it really hurts me. And this is where I guess you could say it's a conundrum. This is where the conundrum lies. I see people that I do like and respect stick up for her when I know she's lying to them. That bothers me, but they're not going to listen to me. Sinner, Moon, all of them constantly sticking up for her. Even Nunya Joneson, constantly sticking up for her when I know she's lying. And I can't say anything. You're right. She will never admit to anything. Hey, Marlena. Marlena, you got a membership. Thanks to Bad Wolf and Rock Gem. I'm sorry, Bad Wolf and Denise. You were the first one to call out cracking cases. Look what happened to them. They were in complete denial. People thought you were crazy at first, so it's sad. See, BJ, I agree with you. And I hope that I didn't down spiral them, but it was so much easier with them because I physically saw it. I don't have definitive proof that I'm right on BJ. Not definitive to call it out like that. I just know in my heart, I know what a not out is. You think it's heavy dope. See, I wouldn't put that on someone. I don't know. You might be right. I don't know. Hey, Queen Moomin. I'm so loud. I like to keep it loud. It was so obvious with them, BJ. That's what I'm saying. It was so obvious. And they did my drug. They were speeders. So I can connect to that. But every pill popper or heroin addict or ex-heroin addict on these tubes all say the same thing. That is a not out. But when Britney gets caught lying, like she did about North Carolina CPS, that I have a problem with. What? Because that I know she blatantly lied about for no reason. Like, no. North Carolina, it's a law. Look it up. They have to report they have to go to every single case. North Carolina law. So when she said yesterday, oh, there were lots of reports made. No, there weren't. I mean, there may have been, but they would have had to go out to every single one. And states should be like that. But that is, you guys can look it up. That's North Carolina law. So she lied. They don't get to pick and choose which call they use. Some states do. Hers doesn't. So I think that was said for sympathy. Have you ever high on a live? No. I've been drunk on a live once. Yeah, they did show up. No, but she said yesterday that she had 2 calls, and then there were lots of calls, though, made for CPS, but they know that it's YouTube, and they're not going to come out for every call. And I looked up because I thought it was a federal law, but no. But in North Carolina, by law, they legally have to go out for every call that comes in. So she lied. Because I don't think they're going to go against the law for her. Kind of like QB's lie, how, she's using the same case number. Heavy dope will make people stay awake. Yeah, that is true. Part of my past problems, but proud I got past it. Me too. And congratulations, Dana. Laura once drove after drinking margaritas. She forgot to put her lights on. I had my lights on. And I wasn't drunk. I had one fucking margarita. And the whole internet lost their shit. Say they got 10 it doesn't matter. It's California. It's North Carolina law. I'll show you. In North Carolina, is it a law that CPS must investigate every call? Oh, they must investigate every substantial or significant report of child abuse, neglect, or dependency. Not every call, though. Calls that do not present a substantial or significant concern may not warrant a full investigation. However, CPS is legally obligated to initiate an assessment within 24 hours for reports of abuse and within 72 hours for reports of neglect and dependency. So I guess if you call and say, mom is sitting outside in the sun with their kids, and you're like, and? Then they don't have to report, then they don't have to go. But if it's reported as abuse or neglect or dependency or something like that, then they do have to go. That's how I'm reading that. I know they're reported for views of money, but I'm saying it all depends what they say. I could see you, Johnny. Then I guess I'm not out too, even though I've never done drugs, opiates, or alcohol. It's many health issues and medication. And Marlena, I completely agree with you. But she's fine during the day. When it's the first half of the month, she's perfectly fine. That's why it's not, I mean, I'm sure your health issues are all the time. And your breathing issues and everything is all the time. It's not just after the 21st of the month. Hey, Aussie. You know what I'm saying? Can you please show what's Cookie Glamour? What's Cookie Glamour? So when Britney never nods off during her lives during the day, there's no issues with anybody. She's just fine. Only when it's late at night, when a person gets tired, some people... Cookie Slimer, that's not it, though. Oh. I see what you're saying, Brie. Yeah, hold on. All right. I know she does, Marlena. But she may only have a subscription at the end of the month. Let me back it up.
Craig's sitting there, he's playing his games, hanging out, and all he's doing is just wakes her up, get back to work. Get back to work, workhorse. Kids unattended, running around in that filthy house. It's just crazy. And now you're Craig showing guns on live stream. This is fantastic. Do you got a mini cow? No, I don't have a mini cow. And I would never have
Beat
a mini
him,
cow.
shut
Actually,
up,
big
no
cows
one
should be wild,
cares.
actually, or farmed, either or. No pets for cows. Well, you can have a pet, but it should be in a nice field, not in your house.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, this is the beginning of any former addict can hear it in her voice without ever seeing it. This is so sad. She knows her dose too high. This is not lack of sleep. I don't know what's too high, but I do know it's not healthy.
Yeah, she's got health issues. I can't diagnose if she's on anything, if she's on any medication. I don't know, but that's nodding off, and that's not an actual lack of sleep. You're not sleeping well or anything like that.
And Cookie Slam, I agree with you, but didn't that happen often? It didn't just happen at night. Narcolepsy can happen any time of day. No, that's when the haters started. That, it happens after she gets paid on the 21st.
It's not it.
No, because if that were the case, if it was just sleeping, you would say, I'm too tired, guys. I'm going to go to bed. You would do the adult thing. But again, Britney's not accountable for anything, not even her personal well-being. It's the internet's fault she's live right now. It's the internet's fault she's not now. It's the internet's fault for everything.
Yeah, well, see what happens.
No, that's why they try to wake her up. Yeah, did you see that, Starlight? I mean, this is bad. This is so bad. Look at the eyes here.
People have house cows. Jesus Christ.
Right there. Look at the eyes again. Last time she claimed that everybody slowed down the video and that's why it happened. What's the excuse now? What's the fucking excuse now? Because you all saw this. 682 of you saw this in real time. Even if I
Well,
sped that shit up or slowed it down, it's not going to make it look any better or any worse. This is right
but
before your
like
eyes.
now think about this. I want people to think about all that dead air that you hear from her live streams. This is probably it's happening.
Yeah, this is what's on the other end of it.
That's what the on the other end of it. That's every time there's dead air and there's no one talking. This is
Right.
it.
And sleepy people yawn. Sleepy people admit that they are tired and they go to fuck to sleep.
Yeah,
Kim and Allie used to got the Lord and everything too. Kim and Allie said, "Oh, you know, we're believers of God and Jesus has us, and we're sweet church going people, and we're not on substances. And how dare you say that about me?" They all said the same thing, didn't they?
Yeah, it's interesting. And you know what? You know, so now think about this. This is what you could.
And their subs said the same thing to me. You have no right to call it out. You're 100% wrong. They're good church-going people. They are wonderful. How dare you say they're on drugs? And now look at them. Think about that. No, Amanda, I said I don't know, but after seeing this, I gotta side with Granny. As an addict, I have to side with Granny. I agree that this is not a health issue, and this is not being tired. This is something else. And I would be a hypocrite if I made excuses for her, but, you know, we're the first to call out Cam and Allie. And I got basically booted from the whole fucking community for calling out Cam and Allie. That is a nod. Her eyes aren't focused. You know, if you nod out and fall asleep, you wake up, you're like, whoa, what the fuck? I mean, we've all done it. That you're so tired, you're like, boop. Sometimes like hit your head. You know what I mean? So I get it. But from an addict perspective, I see why some of these former addicts are dumbfounded. And I kind of understand what, you know, Granny is a former pillhead. But Britney's going to be like Cam and Allie. Until you accept it, then you're never going to change it. You're never going to get fucking help if you don't admit it. And maybe there's some sort of guilt in Granny that Granny thinks maybe this is her fault. Maybe she caused this. Maybe she did this. I don't know. No, that's the excuse that Cam and Allie used, Cookie Slimer. Cam and Allie kept saying that it is, you know, that they're good church-going people and, hey, East Coast, they're good church-going people and they're so great and how dare anybody blame them and, you know, what a piece of shit I was for calling it out and da-da-da-da-da. That's why the church thing came in. Hey, Amber. GW has... No, I'm just talking from an addict perspective. Why not just say, damn, that's true too, Boyd. Because that's not falling asleep. I mean, every single one of us has nodded off due to being tired. And then you wake up, you're like, holy shit, I just fucking passed out. I just fell asleep. Or like in a car, driving in a car. Oh, I know she don't give a shit. Thank you, Bad Wolf. Or like driving in a car and you're like not out for a second. You know, and you wake up, you're like, oh my God, I could have just died. I could have just killed myself. You know, that kind of nod out. That's different than this. That's a tired one. And when you wake up, you're fucking wide awake. I agree, East Coast. She needs to say it. Oh, did she struggle with pills? See, I don't know her history. BJ also struggled with pills. You can excuse this forever. She looks really bad and needs help. I didn't know she's a former addict either, though. When you called out Cam, they weren't your only content. That's true. You weren't riding their addiction like a cash cow. I don't think these women give a damn. Oh, I agree with you, Scully. 100% agree with you. That's why I'm saying I'm not calling Britney out like, oh my God, now I'm going to make money up. No. Let me get her off camera. I'm just showing you guys the bullshit that Granny. I never even finished the bullshit with Granny. But Granny went on and on like in tears. Like, Granny, sit the fuck down. Yes, Cam and Allie's kids were taken. No, it's not the same. That's not my point. At the time I called them out, the kids were still there. But this also goes back to what I'm saying. She allows the haters. She allows the haters to feed on this. Maybe she does it for attention. I don't know. But I know what I see with my own eyes. And unfortunately, I see nodding out from medication. I won't say it's dope. I'm not going to put that on her. But this is definitely nodding out. This is you're too high to think straight. She does not. You don't know that, Cookie Slammer. Let me ask you something. What are the habits of addiction? Dry begging? Begging for money? Coming up with different excuses of why you need money? Hustling people? Tell me how online you can show the habits of addiction. She doesn't have narcolepsy. It's not medical. It would happen all the time, and it doesn't. You can't control a narcolepsy. That's a good idea. Fanta, you're right. No, I'm not. I'm just giving an opinion, Zoe, as an addict. And that's all it is an opinion. Oh, QB's an addict. All right, let me do a poll real quick. I bet it's going to be like 50-50. Watch. All right, there's your poll. I got 10 minutes. Oh, Cookie Slim, I think they're all the same. You got to go back and rewind to the beginning. I've already gone through all that. I don't beg Fanta. Irony. I think that depends on the drug. Because look at Nick, that lawyer dude, I forgot his name. Nick Ricada. He was in full-blown addiction. He came on every day. So I think that just depends on the drug of choice. Like, I don't know that much about pills. I haven't asked for money. And I never dry beg. You mean today? I haven't asked for money at all. In the past, yeah, I have. I just read you the law. I'll show you again. North Carolina, CPS is not required by law to investigate every single call in North Carolina, but they must investigate every call or significant report of child abuse, neglect, or dependency. Hey, Annie. Calls that do not present a significant concern may not warrant a full investigation. However, CPS is legally obligated to initiate an assessment within 24 hours for reports of abuse and within 72 hours for reports of neglect or dependency. CPS must begin an investigation within 24 hours of a report of abuse. I can see you, Johnny. No, because I thought I read that, Norman. I thought that's what it said. But I must have read it wrong. I corrected it before. I don't know if Craig hurts her. I'm not blaming Craig. Craig could be an innocent bystander. We don't know. Craig hurts her. She hurts her own channel. She's the one that hurts her channel. You can't blame Craig for her. Right, you think things would be any different without Craig? I don't. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. I don't want anyone to think like I all of a sudden don't like Britney or I'm trying to make money on Britney or anything. It's not like that. I have nothing against Britney at all. And if my instinct is right and she is on drugs, then I would want nothing more than for her to get help. Seriously. I would tell you, you'll make it want to use. Some people, it will make you go back to using because of being accused. And I'm iffy on that, Cookie. Only someone with active addiction thinks like that. I know what you're saying, but only someone in active addiction thinks like that. You could say whatever you want about me. It's not going to make me go snort lines because I'm so far clean from that it doesn't matter what you say. But when I was in active addiction, I know exactly what you mean. I did think like that in active addiction. You can't suggest help to somebody who doesn't admit they need help. I'm not here to be a shrink. I'm just a YouTuber giving my opinion. That's it. Plain and simple. I'm not an influencer. I don't have influence over anyone. Most of Britney's people don't watch me. I don't watch Britney much. I'm just giving an opinion. That's it. Plain and simple. Brie, see, I don't agree with the whole taking a break thing if this is how she makes money. If she makes money on YouTube, then it's up to her to continue to make money, but only, if her well-being is fine. You know what I mean? This is not depression. Depression doesn't make you fall asleep mid-sentence. That's not depression. Nope, I don't think that's harmful at all. I am a human being and I'm allowed to have an opinion. Whether it's agreed by the masses or not, it's not my fault. But I am entitled to an opinion just like everybody else. Just like the people like Cookie Slammer who thinks I'm wrong, they're entitled to their opinion too. Our opinions may not line up, but we're both entitled to our opinions. That's why I don't block for someone having a different opinion. Because I don't know that I'm right, and Cookie Slammer doesn't know that they're right. We just both think that we're right. That's all. And we're both entitled to feel that way. Doesn't make their opinion less, doesn't make my opinion less. It's just two people, two adults having an opinion. Oh, no, Cookie, I was just using you as an example. And I'm not a hate channel. I don't hate Britney. But I can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. And I agree with you. People should leave her alone. Because they don't care about her kids. Oh, I'm not Cookie Slammer. I was honestly just using you as an example. It's not really an assumption, Amanda. It's what I'm looking at with my own eyes. And my opinion is based on what I see with my own eyes. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. Absolutely, I could be wrong. I may be 100% wrong. But I don't think I am. That's all. I've been bullied on here. I know what it's like. Now, someone said Craig is drugging her. That's a little much to put on someone. I wouldn't do that either. Noreen, I don't have to watch her enough to know what I just saw. But again, I know that the haters don't give a fuck. Granny's watching, doesn't care if she dies tomorrow. She could care less. I don't care what anyone says. I haven't shamed her at all. But I got to get off in 2 minutes. But like I said, I feel sad for her. I do. I feel sad for anybody in active addiction. But Britney does this over and over and over and over. I can look in a mirror and know that I'm not going at her with hate. I have no ill will towards her. I have not shamed her. And if she wants help, she can contact me. I agree, IBLF. She's not being drugged by Craig. Craig is not poisoning her. I mean, let's be real here. See, Zero East Coast, my thing is I've learned a long time ago not to worry about people who aren't worried about themselves. Other channels do need to stop because none of it is from a positive aspect. They don't care. They don't care if she loses her kids. They don't care if she bottoms out. She hits her. They don't give a fuck. where I believe that many of us do. I don't know why everyone's blaming Craig Sunset. I truly don't. She thinks she's dragging her sub because it's either her taking her or she's being... I don't think she's being spiked. That's a bit reach. Then she goes into TikTok and tries to control him, yell ridiculous, blaming Craig when he tried to rein her back into TC. That's true, too. See, this is like so interesting. Everybody sees things totally different. I find that so interesting. This is like a great conversation that we're going to have at another time. Because I got to get out of here in a minute. You are so in the wrong on this one. You're going to publicly apologize for this shit when I prove you a liar. I don't know how you're going to do that, Brittany, but okay. I don't know how you think you're going to prove me a liar when I've already caught you in a bunch of lies. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, addiction is a great convo. 100%. So tell me how you're going to prove me so wrong. Honestly. We guess 10 for views? Brittany, you are joking, right? Like, you are seriously joking. Like, please tell me this is a joke. I don't need to use your name for views, Brittany. Just so you know, nor have I ever, nor do I bash you or stick up for you. So you're kind of barking up the wrong tree on that one. Thank you, East Coast. I have reached out to you. You don't respond. You also don't tell the truth. So carry on with your badass self. Just because I'm not Sinner kissing your ass, or some of the other people that kiss your ass that I believe you're lying to them. No, I don't use her for views at all. Ever. Like literally ever. I kind of avoid the subject. My entire stream is not about you being on drugs at all. When I was showing Granny's fake ass crying is when I saw that video, that piece of the video. You were not even a subject in a negative light of my video today until I saw that video. And that's when we started talking about it. Before that, I was saying that Granny is full of shit and she's a liar and she don't give two fucks about you and a fake ass crying. That's how you even came up. Which has only been, what, the last half hour? Brittany, that's not tiredness. Stop the bullshit. Own your own shit. That's not somebody falling asleep. Give me a fucking break. I can't. I got to get out of here. I got to Go babysit. I mean, literally, it's been just since I was calling out Granny's fake ass crying. That's how I even found that video. So, sorry, not sorry. But I still want to know how you're going to prove me so wrong. With the fake test that the police never gave you on the spot? You mean like that? Hey, 6 up. No, IBL. I wouldn't do that. Jay Kells, me and Jules tried a long time ago when this first started. Literally when this first started. Yeah, Amy, this live wasn't about her at all. But because I'm not kissing her, like I said, I'm not on anyone's side. This is not tired. I'm sorry. You can say what the fuck you want. This is not someone that's tired. This is a fucking nod out. And I don't care what you say. Sorry, not sorry. Jules did a stream today, though. She needs to listen. Horseman, I know what I see. I'm sorry, but I know what I see. Someone that's tired yawns. Someone that's tired is tired, period. And all you guys are fooled just like Cam and Allie's people were fooled. And in 2 years from now, you'll fucking be like, wow, we should have listened. Cam and Allie eventually lost their fucking kids because of their addiction. The way she just came at me, Cookie Slammer, it kind of went that way. The way she just came in here, like a full ass active addiction. How could you do this? Blah, blah, blah. Tells me everything I need to see. I actually have a psych license. And I have shown it. I'm not an active psychologist. But someone that, and for her to say, I'm going to prove it. How the fuck are you going to prove it? Tell me. How the hell would you prove that you're not on drugs? Cinna will probably block me at this point. Oh, no. She did come in strong, Cookie. She did. Screaming. Like I'm so against her. When I'm not against her. But I'm also not her problem. Cookie Slammer, I don't live in North Carolina. There's no way she could prove to me whose drug test that even is. She sounds ridiculous. All right, I do have to get out of here, but let me put it like this. If someone says, I think you're on drugs, you know what my answer is? I don't give a fuck. I'm not on drugs. I got nothing to prove to anybody. I know I'm clean, and that's all that fucking matters. I don't make excuses. I don't have to make excuses. I'm sober, so fuck off. That's how sober people think. That's how sober people, just like any former addict, recovering addict, whatever you want to call it in here, you guys feel the same way. Oh, you're sober? Okay. Oh, you're on drugs? No, I'm not. I got nothing to prove. We learned a long time ago, you got nothing to prove. Unless you're a probation officer or a cop. But I do have to get out of here. I'm running late. I will see you guys later. I'll be back later, I promise. Okay? Bye. Love you guys. Thank you for the super chats, all the memberships. And I'll see you guys later.